That was the first home series defeat for Bangladesh in more than 7 years. So, and Tamim was not doing that great. He was not in his natural form. He's playing too many dot balls and taking too many times to settle in the middle, and his fitness was also a question. That was actually problem with them is their ego problem. It's not even because of captaincy or not. The problem is at the personal level. Problem with the at the family level. I'm so sure. Their wives are not good friends. So if they
Okay.
even if they are even
Okay,
if they
this is
are
a
good
new angle,
friends.
sir. This is a new angle. Exclusive, exclusive on our channel. This is a new angle. Why it's WAGS problem? Okay. Welcome, viewers. Today we are discussing the saga of Tamim, who is a Bangladeshi cricketer and who is one of the famous Bangladesh cricketer. Welcome to DYNT News, everyone. DYNT means democratize your nation today, and our tagline is awaken one human at a time. Today we are doing our first cricket episode. This is mostly to address the political issues that are related to Tamim Iqbal's exit from the Bangladesh national team, especially regarding the events that has been created as per his point of view, where he has said that lots of barriers have been created by the BCB so that he is not able to hop on the team bus to Cricket World Cup 2023 that is going to happen in India. Today we have with us Azad Majumdar. Azad Majumdar is one of Bangladesh's pioneer cricket journalist, and he has been in this profession of only covering cricket since 1997. And we are happy to have you, Azad Majumdar, sir. Sir, I have read your article, and you have beautifully uh, written about the transition from Mashrafe Mortaza to Tamim Iqbal, and from Tamim Iqbal to Litan Das. And you have been a bit critical on Litan Das, but we are going to address the Tamim Iqbal issue here only. So, sir, your opening comments, sir. You can be as uh, open as possible on this platform. We would like our viewers to understand your point of view in just an unfiltered way.
Okay, thank you. Actually, what happened with Tamim? It was long coming. Long coming in a sense that Tamim had a he didn't have a very good form of the last few series, especially since England came to Bangladesh in March. Bangladesh lost this series, after many days. That was the first home series defeat for Bangladesh in more than 7 years. So, and Tamim was not doing that great. He was not in his natural form. He's playing too many dot balls and taking too many times to settle in the middle, and his fitness was also a question. So, but since he was the captain of the team, so he could not be dropped for the England series. And then he had a back injury. He's carrying it for a long time, and he was also struggling with fitness. So when you are struggling with not just about form but also fitness, this is a problem. And you happen to be the captain and could not be dropped. This is another problem. So at times, to some of the BCB senior members and also to the coaching staff, he appeared to be a burden for the team. But each when his experience should have been an wealth, but his form and his fitness both were acting against him. And in the Afghanistan series in July, he was very candid and he was honest with the team management that he is not very 100% fit, but still he want to play just to see actually what his physical condition. So at the time, the coach supposedly did not agree because he did not want to see someone playing a game who is not officially 100% fit. BCB president was also critical about Tamim. He publicly criticized that how can a captain decide to play a game despite not being 100% fit. So when Tamim was being criticized from all corners, mostly, especially from the BCB high-ups and the coaching staffs, and we all know his relationship with Shakib was not that great since last 3 or 4 years. So he was also not comfortable with the team members in the dressing room. Shakib being the senior most player and also being the top performer, he has obviously a certain influence among the players in the dressing room. So, but Tamim felt he was actually cornered. He was not getting support from the BCB high-ups. He was not getting support from the coaching staff, and he was not very comfortable with Shakib in the dressing room. And also his form and fitness was also betraying with him. So this situation this was one cannot actually expect what situation then this like what Tamim went through, especially
Yeah.
since England
Yeah.
came and Afghanistan came. So in this situation, when Tamim actually, we all know Tamim is one of the top performers of Bangladesh. Tamim is a very senior cricketer. He is still the highest run getters in for Bangladesh, the only batsman to score in all three formats, and
Yeah.
also know if you look back at his performance in most of the major wins for Bangladesh, especially in Test format, Tamim had a kind of contribution. It's a serious
Yeah.
contribution. So you cannot actually just simply ignore the player like Tamim. When he was struggling with form and fitness, when BCB should have supported him, how to overcome this problem. Every cricketer went through this kind of situation in their career at
Mm.
some stage, and this is actually when they need support from the board, from the coaching staff, from the teammates, and from the even fans. But
Yeah.
unfortunately for Tamim, everyone was against him since like fans were not happy with him because he's playing too many dot balls. Coach was
Mm.
not happy with him because he's not fit and could not be dropped. BCB
Mm.
management was not happy with him because he is not contributing the way he should have been. And then this kind of uncomfortable situation in the dressing room because of his, kind of poor relations with Sakib and some other players. So
Yeah. Okay.
this all actually culminated in Tamim retiring from the all formats of cricket because it was not an isolated incident or it was not that Tamim the previous night decided he would retire. When he saw that everything was going against him, then he finally decided to quit. Though it was not the time because he was appointed captain for the World Cup, and he should have seen the World Cup through somehow. But he after going going through this kind of situation, he decided to retire because he was not getting support from any corner. So once he retired, actually, then some people realized, oh, he was a very good player. He once
Mm.
batted in one hand for the team. Then
Mm.
actually, the people who were relevant, they revisited his career and that found that there was no one like Tamim in Bangladesh. The Tamim is one and only, and he is unique in many ways, and he has still few things to give to Bangladesh cricket. When he retired, and it created obviously some kind of emotion among the fans, and also that some kind of realization among the cricket administrators. So these all makes actually the prime minister to react. Then
Yeah.
and prime minister saw that it is not the job of the prime minister to know everything of the cricket team. But when Tamim retired, everything came to light, and she then invited Tamim to her residence, and she promised Tamim that you will be treated fairly. Actually, if not, there will not be anything unfair. But Prime Minister is not the one who called the shots in cricket team. This might have hurt the egos of the others involved in the process, as far as I can see. So,
Okay.
and then Tamim was also he had the injury problem. So
Yeah.
the ego issues, the injury issues, these all culminated in being Tamim cornered again, and then we know and we have seen what happened in the
Yeah.
broadcast.
Yeah. Sir, I know I would like, since you have been following Bangladesh here for a long time, and I would like to point out something like today only I read in ESPN Cricket Info that Shakib has said that these are all childish claims that Tamim is making. And from a cricket purist point of view, also, if the great Sachin Tendulkar could bat at number 4 at the 2007 Cricket World Cup, where India lost to Bangladesh, and even Saurav Ganguly sacrificed his place and batted at number 3 in 2003 World Cup, why can't Tamim Iqbal drop down? Uh, at the same time, if you look at Bangladesh's opening problems, to some extent, it looks like inclusion of Mahmudullah Riyad makes the position of Mehdi Hassan Miraj quite untenable in the lower order as well as in the middle order. So Bangladesh is probably going to go with him as an opening batsman because he plays apparently spinners well and he has been effective against Afghanistan spinners. So from all the perspective, maybe also because a run rate thing, last time in 2000, I think 22 World Cup, Bangladesh tried to address this opening run rate issue, and they were quite okay with that. Moderate success also they got. We saw Liton Das blaze to a 66 run in 27 balls, and he could have even won Bangladesh that game against India. So from all perspectives, I think this Bangladesh cricket team is looking to experiment, and in many ways, Tamim Iqbal's. I have seen his emotional video also, and he talks about certain things. But if when he is a team man, if he wants to win the World Cup, and tactically, I would say that Tamim Iqbal is a very good captain also from a Bangladeshi point of view. Tactically, he is a very good captain, better than Shakib and Mustafa Murtaza also. Even if you remember, there is one test match against England or Australia that the Bangladesh had won, I think sometime back. And it was due to his inputs only. And there were other people as captains. But still, he had always had a good cricketing brain. So why is this person not able to come to terms with the realities of Bangladesh cricket as well as Bangladesh team?
Thank you for your questions. You raised a very good point about Sachin Tendulkar dropping down. But for whom? Virender Sehwag.
Virender Sehwag.
Do you think Bangladesh have a player of the Virender Sehwag calibers at the moment? Of course not.
But Virender Sehwag, sir, was not good in ODI cricket, sir. He was a great test batsman, but not good in ODI cricket. He gave us the start.
He was good or bad, I don't know. I am not going to analyze Virender Sehwag's performance, but he was certainly better than Tanzit Tamim.
I agree, sir. Yeah. I agree.
Virender Sehwag is certainly better than Mohammad Naeem.
Yeah, sir, but I don't. Yeah, I agree. Mohammad Naeem has completely tapered off. I agree.
Okay. So when you have someone like Virender Sehwag as exclusive as Virender Sehwag, you can actually drop down Sachin Tendulkar. And Sachin Tendulkar started his career in the middle order until he got the first century in Colombo against Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
He was actually batting in mainly number 4. It is not the case of Tamim. So you cannot actually compare the Sachin Tendulkar situation with Tamim. These are totally different things. And Bangladesh don't have any player of Indian's caliber. This is one point.
Yeah.
And then second point is that yes, it is not like very professional behavior not to agree with bet in any place. If you are a professional, you have to agree to bet any place. You have to actually see the team's cause first, then your cause. Your personal interest will come later. First, team's cause will come later. But do you think someone actually calling you in the middle of the night and then ask, okay, you drop down to the middle order in the Afghanistan series, is this the time to ask someone to drop down to the middle order? It is not. This is not midnight decision. These kind of decisions are taken in dressing room. Okay,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
team
yeah,
talk.
yeah,
This
yeah,
these kind of decisions are taken in the dressing room or in the team meeting, mostly
yeah,
1 day or 2 day before the game.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
in the New Zealand series, Bangladesh played 18 players in 3 matches. So you don't know even in the New Zealand series who is playing the next day.
Mm.
World Cup, every team has announced a squad. Even Sri Lanka also announced a squad, but you couldn't until the late evening, the day
Mm.
before you were leaving. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
when you are still uncertain, even your squad, you don't know
Mm.
who you are going to pick, who you are not going to
True,
pick, and you are
true,
trying to decide the 11 of the Afghanistan game, which is 15 days away.
true, true,
Don't
true,
think
true.
you don't you think this is very intentional?
Yeah,
This
it
is a
is
kind
very
of
intentional. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this,
Agree, agree. Even
this is a
I,
kind of provocation. This
yeah,
is
yeah,
this is
sir.
this wa- this was an attempt to irritate someone. You
Yeah, yeah,
you 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 opened the innings for 17 years for the sake of team. You can drop down to middle order. You can drop down to any place actually if your team wants. In our case, our one of the 11. Athar Ali Khan. You must know. He's a
yeah,
commentator for
yeah,
Bangladesh team. In
yeah, yeah,
1997 ICC Trophy final, which was the milestone event for Bangladesh. Bangladesh became
yeah,
champion and
yeah,
then got just one day
yeah,
status at test status. Athar Ali Khan
yeah,
was opener in the ICC Trophy and he came to bat at number 11. Actually, he was the one who didn't bat. He was supposed to bat at 11, number one. So when it is because of the team, you are chasing 167 in 25 overs. At that time, back
mm,
in 1997, it was used. So you team thought that Athar Ali Khan will not be good enough to actually chase this kind of score. So he was kept in the dressing room. Your opener, he was made to come actually number 10 and 11. So this can and always happen considering the
true,
situation,
true,
considering the match.
true.
And I'm sure Tamim would also agree if it was the situation, and if there was a better player than him who could accelerate, who could give the team a flying start. But this is not the case of Bangladesh team. Bangladesh, if you drop Tamim in the middle order, then who will you promote in the opening? Mehdi Hassan. Mehdi Hassan
So,
Miraz got 100 in one match opening.
yeah,
That was a gamble, and then scored a dark in the next match. So
yeah,
it can
yeah.
happen with any player. This actually what they did with Tamim. That Tamim,
Mm.
if Tamim was behaving unprofessional, what was done with Tamim actually that was also unprofessional,
Yeah,
and
agree, agree.
when there was two parties, one party is
Mm,
actually BCB president or BCB high ups and team
mm,
captain
mm,
and team coach,
mm,
and another part is Tamim is an ordinary player. You would
mm.
expect professionalism first from the BCB and the captain, and then
True,
you will expect your player to show the professionalism. Here, in this
true.
case, neither captain, nor the BCB president, not the coach, anyone showed any kind of professionalism, and they are expecting Tamim to become professional. This is
True,
the
true,
irony.
true, true, true. Even, sir, even in Mahmudullah Riyad's case, Saqib has said that Tawheed Hriday has replaced Mahmudullah Riyad. Yet Mahmudullah Riyad has been put in the team sheet for the 15 that is going to Bangladesh. That is going to World Cup for Bangladesh. So, like, there is also a lot of hypocrisy, and clearly it looks like Bangladesh team
No,
management, does not
let me
have the, you know, hindsight
Let me explain
on
one.
the foresight. Yeah, yeah.
Let me explain one thing. I don't see any problem in the selection of Mahmudullah. There,
Yeah.
nobody said that you are in the 15 does not necessarily mean you are in the 11.
Okay.
Mahmudullah is probably, I told in a talk show last week, Mahmudullah is very good reserve not to have. Uh, so, given the kind of situation, it is expected Tawhid Riyad to continue in the World Cup, and Mahmudullah will be a reserve for the middle order. Anything can happen to anyone. This is a long tournament, 9 matches, frequent traveling. So
True.
anyone can be tired, anyone can be injured, anyone can be fatigued. So you have to have actually three reserve players. Actually, you have to have a backup opener, you have to have a backup middle order batsman, and you have to have one or two backup pace bowlers. This is how a World Cup team should be for everyone. No.
True. True.
And at the moment for Bangladesh team, Mahmudullah Riyad, I think he was picked up as a backup player. If someone in the regular 11 uh,
Mm.
cannot play or suffer an injury or feel fatigued because of the traveling, practice, tight schedule, so Mahmudullah can always step in. So I don't see any problem in
Okay.
picking Mahmudullah. The problem was uh, in the opening slot. Now that you don't have Tamim, you have just two openers available, Litan Dash and Tanjit Tamim. Tanjit
Yeah.
Tamim, Tanjit Tamim scored 35 runs in his 5 matches he played. His average is 8, and on top of that, he is just 20 years old, inexperienced. He can be exclusive. He can be like Tamim Iqbal in 2007. What
Yeah.
Tamim Iqbal did in 2007, he changed the whole World Cup, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
two sixes of Jahir Khan and Munaf Patel changed the entire World Cup, spoiled every plan of ICC. The day Bangladesh and Ireland played in Barbados, it was supposed to be actually India-Pakistan match,
Yeah. True. 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 True.
and
See.
it didn't happen because of the Tamim Iqbal's that explosive innings. Even
True.
India
True.
scored now 194, if I'm not wrong. India has the kind of bowling to defend that score in World
True.
Cup, but they couldn't because Tamim gave Bangladesh an explosive start. So when you have someone as you, that unknown, rough, raw Tamim, anything can happen. I think
True. True.
if I'll be very happy if Tanjit Tamim can do the same in this World Cup, but I am not sure if he is Tamim
True.
or if his caliber is like Tamim. So
True. True.
so at the moment, Tanjit Tamim and Litan Dash is consistently inconsistent.
This year he has been totally inconsistent.
Yes, he was also inconsistent in the past. So Litan Dash is very good player to actually watch. He is
Hmm.
actually better version of Mohammad Ashraful. Uh, so you have someone inconsistent struggling with form as is Litan Dash. Litan Dash can destroy any team on his day, like Ashraful could
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you never know actually when he will do this. And now teams are so professional; they are analyzing everything. So
Yeah.
Litan Dash, there will not be any freebies for Litan Dash in the World Cup. So
Yeah. Yeah.
he can.
Technically. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have seen his game, and technically, he has kind of not there because he has missed lots of straight balls, and he's getting out inside edge, and he's getting bowled also a lot. So we
Okay.
can, as you rightly say, that like, he is like Mohammad Ashraful of Bangladesh, maybe a Virendra Sehwag of modern day Virendra Sehwag of Bangladesh, and we
Right.
might see him do well. But sir, before you go, I want to discuss one or two things. That is, first, what do you think are the chances of Bangladesh in this World Cup? And number two is Shakib Al Hassan. When he has no senior players around him, he is able to deliver as a captain better, and he has done this in T20 format. Maybe that is one thing that Shakib Al Hassan is looking at. Another aspect of this is Tamim Iqbal could have been taken, and if Tamim Iqbal was injured, one could easily replace him, and there is a medical, if there's a medical issue, which is the case with Tamim Iqbal, he could have easily replaced. So all this controversy could have been negated properly, and
Avoided.
such a strong player of a stature like Tamim Iqbal should have been taken to the World Cup. This is what I feel. So, sir, if you can address the other two questions.
Okay, first of all, I don't think Bangladesh team has a very good prospect in this tournament. It is like we have seen in 2021 T20 World Cup in UAE.
Yeah, yeah.
The situation was similar, and if you recall the result, Bangladesh lost the first match to Scotland, and they somehow managed to go to Super 10 but lost all matches. So situation is very much similar to 21 now. So I don't see they will struggle. They will win too many matches. But there is another side of this story is that Bangladesh is now the most unpredictable team in the World cricket. Actually, at the moment they are unpredictable than even Pakistan. You never know Bangladesh when they will do, when they will click, when they will collapse. So Bangladesh, being the unpredictable side, they can upset many teams in the World Cup, and also they can win one or two matches, but one or two matches will not take you anywhere. So this is the only thing, and also I am not sure actually how they will do in the opening matches. This is very crucial, although they have relatively an easier opponent in Afghanistan. But if they can win this match, there might be some hope, because it is very important how you start in a tournament like this. The very crucial match is against Afghanistan in Dharmshala. The good thing is that in Dharmshala it will not spin that much, so Afghanistan will not get that much advantage. Afghanistan spinners like Rashid Khan, Mujib or Nobi. So it will be a contest between the pace bowlers of the two teams, and I think at the moment Bangladesh has a better pace attack than Afghanistan, and also I think than many other teams. So they'll start the opening match. They will start the opening match against Afghanistan as favorite, despite this kind of controversy. And if they can win the Afghanistan match, then anything can happen. Then there will be England, and if they can also win England in Chennai, they will face New Zealand in their third match. And Chennai is not known for its pace bowling, assisting the pace ball. That will be the battle.
Spin bowler's paradise. Pakistan wanted to change their game, which was going to happen with Afghanistan, because they feared Afghanistan defeating them.
And Chennai, it will be a battle of spinners, and if that is a battle of spinners, then Bangladesh will get also some edge in Chennai. So the fixture is doing some favor to Bangladesh at the moment. It is in their favor, and it is them to cash in on if they can win two of these matches. I think two of their first three matches against Afghanistan, England, and New Zealand, then many things can happen. It is actually in a tournament like World Cup, nobody can predict. We have seen in the last T20 World Cup, even Netherlands had a chance. So you cannot rule out any team, any of the 10 teams. Everybody has an equal and fair chances. So Bangladesh will get also their chances. The problem with that Bangladesh, they are actually battling with their own. They are at the moment, when Shakib Al Hasan was actually supposed to plan against the opponent bowlers, and how he will fight against opponent bowlers, and he is actually planning against how he will fight against Tamim Iqbal. He was not supposed to bowl Tamim Iqbal at this moment. He was supposed to bowl the opponent batsman. It is not time to not time to give Tamim Iqbal an armor or time to fight with Tamim Iqbal. But unfortunately, the captain is doing this, and also secondly, the selection issues. If Tamim Iqbal was selected, what would happen? Tamim Iqbal would say he could have been rested. He could have been even carried as the reserve players. He was in the team. Tanjit Tamim and Liton Dash could play, and there was an option Tamim could play. Now that since Tamim is not in the team, so this question is out of question, and you have to rely on Medias and Miras, as you said rightly. If there is anything to the openers, or if openers lost the form, get fatigued or get injured, so you have to bring Mehdi Hassan, or you have to promote Nazmul Hassan Shanto at the top order. But that will not be
Yeah.
a very good decision because Nazmul Hassan Shanto is the most informed batsman at the moment. You cannot actually experiment with
At
your
number,
informed
number
batsman.
three and
No,
four.
no.
Yeah, at number three and
He
four.
yeah he settled in number 3 and 4. So and
Hmm.
he's doing run there now. You
Yeah.
should not remove him from his comfortable
Yeah. Yeah.
position just,
Yeah.
just because someone else is not performing. So you don't
True.
have any choice other than bringing Medias and Miraz in the opening slot. And Medias and Miraz in the opening slot is a kind of gamble, and you cannot win every gamble. Gamble is gamble. It's
Maybe,
so I
maybe your Sri Lankan coach is trying to do a Romesh Kalwotrana and Sanat Jayasuriya at the top for Bangladesh.
No, Mehdi and Miraz is not Ramesh Kaluvitarana. Ramesh Kaluvitarana had a kind of, he had plenty of strokes. He had actually power. Mehdi and Miraz
Yeah.
lacked the
Yeah.
power. Mehdi
Yeah.
Hassan Miraz has shot. He's attacking player also. He cannot very defend very, very well. But Mehdi Hassan Miraz, one thing certainly he lacked is the power. So without that kind of power, you cannot be the Ramesh Kaluvitarana. Actually,
True. True.
every team has a different kind of situation. Every team has a different kind of players. You cannot expect
So
Mehdi
yeah.
Hassan to do
Sir,
that.
if you can address the other questions, sir. Sakibul Hasan likes youngsters in a team with no opposition to his captaincy. Is that why? He has
No,
issues
no,
with
no.
Tamim.
I don't agree with this because captaincy is not a very, very attractive thing for Shakib Al Hasan. Shakib Al Hasan don't enjoy captaincy. I have seen him for many days since he was under 15s. He never enjoyed captaincy, so he is not a captain's like boy. So yeah, if there was a rival, if someone else asked, okay, give me the captaincy, I'm sure Shakib Al Hasan will happily give it to him. Okay, you do this,
Okay.
brother, because he don't want to be captain. He rather enjoy actually opening the shop markets
Yeah.
in between the series, because if you are captain,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
responsibilities. If you
Yeah.
you,
Thank
you have
you for
certain
making this point. Thank you for making this
uh,
point.
he enjoys
What?
actually certainly.
Yeah.
Like if you are captain, you have some of the field responsibilities also, not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
on the field. But he don't enjoy off the field responsibilities. He want to be on his own off the field. When there was no game, he is on his own. He has his own kingdom, and he want to run
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kingdom in his own way. So he don't want captaincy. So I don't agree that Shakib Al Hasan actually cornered Tamim Iqbal just because he was a rival. That was actually problem with them is their ego problem. It's not even because of captaincy or not. If these three guys or these few guys who were captain were on another time for the last 10 to
Mhm.
15 years, so it is not an issue. The problem is at the personal level. Problem with the at the family level. I'm sure their wives are not good friends. So if they
Okay.
even
Okay,
if they
this is
are
a
good
new angle,
friends.
sir. This is a new angle. Exclusive, exclusive on our channel. This is a new angle. WAGS problem. Okay, okay. Thank you,
This
sir.
could be
Thank you for
this could be.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
saying
Okay, okay,
saying it
okay, okay.
certainly, but Saqib and Tamim was very good friend in their early years. Very good friend, but
Yeah,
since then
yeah.
they got a family. Then they became and a friendship is like diamond. When you broke it,
True, true,
you
true,
cannot get it back to the previous shape.
true, true, true. Thank you, sir. Lovely to have you here. And just I would end this show by saying something which Tamim Iqbal has said that আর একটাই অনুরোধ করব সবাইকে আমাকে মনে রাখেন ভুলে যায়েন না সো লেটস সি
What I can add to this, Tamim Iqbal did something for Bangladesh cricket team uh, that not too many players can do. So it is not possible to forget him, even if you want.
true, true, true. Okay, thank you for watching DYNT, and I'll ask the viewers to like, share, subscribe, and share this video as soon as more as possible. and make this video go viral, because in this video we have discussed another facet of the problems of Bangladeshi cricket, that is not talmel between the wives of Bangladeshi cricketers. So it's like Bangladesh cricket is the cow that keeps giving milk, and in the most controversial way. Thank you for watching DYNT. Subscribe to DYNT. Democratize your nation today. Awaken one human at a time.